Hi, Byron Schrog here. Thanks for taking the time to, help advance your business here. And I think we're going to share some things with you that can help you. What I want to concentrate on here is I believe there's about 5 things that I watch people do over and over and over that are the biggest mistakes they make. And I just want to talk about what those are so you know what to avoid, because any one of these 5 will make it go way slower. It's like once you know what these are, then all of a sudden you can figure out how you can not be doing what I'm getting ready to talk about. And the first thing is no product story. And people that they don't have this, but they're out telling people about this, but they've never used anything that we have. And it becomes pretty difficult for you to have a whole lot of success like that, because obviously the person you talk to say, have you used any of this? And when you say, yeah, I have, here's what happened, all of a sudden that's conviction, and you actually know the value yourself. So what is it that you need to do right there? Book you a dream trip. Go on one of our trips. Find one that you've got at least booked. You're probably not going on one this next week, but at least get one in the calendar so you have that experience. The other thing I'll tell you is use the Lifestyle Hub, the Dream Trips Life website. Go in the mall section and use some of the stuff in there. Or go even better yet, you can go to dinner tonight if you want, and just go in the dining and entertainment and pull something up in there and get you a 2-for-1. Get some experience on using that, on how it saved you some money and it benefited you by being a member. So get that done ASAP. All right. The second thing I would tell you is all tied to whether you're inviting or explaining this idea. And the secret is getting people to see this. Well, if you want people to see it, you got to invite them the right way. And so I watch people, they start explaining instead of inviting. All right? There's a huge difference, and so you got to figure out how to separate the invitation out and get good at the invitation. We got lots of videos. This video is not about how to explain how to do that, but you got to understand when you start answering questions on the phone, you now are explaining, and you don't want to be explaining. You want people to see this, and for them to see it, you have to give them just enough information where they will take a look. Okay, very important to understand. There's lots of videos. We got a 4-step invite online. There's audios that are out that specifically address this topic. I would listen to those over and over and over and over. Okay, third thing, you get discouraged real easily, when you start going out and showing people. And so what I would tell you is you wait to start showing. All right, because you're trying to figure everything out. All right, you say, well, you're thinking what other people think they're going to be thinking, and you don't have any idea. And so what I want you to do is don't wait to show, just go show somebody today. All right, I watch people say, I got to get all figured out. I got to watch 10 videos. I got to study all the product related stuff. I got to know all the answers. Listen, it's not wrong to have some of that stuff, but what is wrong is you're procrastinating is what you're really doing. Just go out and show somebody. It's kind of like learning to ride a bike. I mean, you can watch all the videos you want to watch about how to ride a bicycle and where to put your hands on the handlebar and exactly the strategies of what to do, but until you go try the first time, all right, and you fall off, you're going to learn by falling. And the more you fall off, you figure out the things not to do. Pretty soon you figure out what to do on that bicycle. This is just like that. Don't wait to go show somebody. Just go show them right now. Take the push play DVD and just go get some people showed. All right, just let them look at the information. All right, and put them on a website and have them watch the number 2. So all of a sudden you get some experience on answering questions, helping move through the process. Somebody that's helping you start, you put them on the phone with them. You don't have to know any of the answers, or somebody else does if you'll just utilize that. You're not out there on an island. Go show them. As soon as they have a question, put somebody on the phone to answer the question. If you use that third-party scenario like that, pretty soon you learn, the person that you're talking to is starting to learn and getting their questions answered, and they'll get started. Okay. The fourth thing is not enough personals. I know everybody wants to go get 4, and the reason they want to get 4 is because now they have no fees. But 4 is not going to build your team. It's possible out of those 4 that you could have tens of thousands that could participate. But the reality is that's probably not going to happen. I'm going to give you a different number. I'd say go find 30 people. Because out of 30 people, we got this thing called an 80-20 rule. About 20% of those, 80% will do 20%, 20% do 80%. Then I'm going to have about 6 out of this 30 that are going to say, I'm going to do this whether you do it or not. And if you can find those in those 2 teams, pretty soon you'll see it really take off and grow. The people that go real slow, they find 4 and then they just concentrate on those 4. And I'm not telling you not to help those people, but the reality is the percentages don't play out. This is a mathematical equation. And if you want to have success here, what needs to take place is we got to understand that I got to at least do the things that make the math equation work. And I'm going to tell you right now is I try to find you 30 as fast as you possibly can. So find enough where you give yourself a chance. So you're going to spend the majority of your time in the first 120 days is all about me showing some new ones. I got to show some new ones. And pretty soon what happens in those 2 teams, as you're building those 2 teams here, you're simply going to take the strategy like this. I'd say I'll put 15 over here and 15 over here. And out of those 15 that go down this way, this person starts doing that right there, and pretty soon it'll take off in a big way because they got all this business down from them. That's the magic of the 2 teams, is simply driving the depth, and you just stay focused on that. When this person takes off like that, it's not hard to use a DVD or put somebody on a website. They can get that done. Okay, so, show enough personals. All right, and the 5th one, that I want to talk about here is get to the trainings. The people, the biggest problem is say, no, I don't need to go to one of those trainings. Just to tell you right now, we've got regional training events. We call them RTEs. There's about 8 a year of those. And national trainings, we got about 4 a year of those events. These are simply designed in a specific way. Number 1, to educate you on exactly what to do. What's the techniques that you use to create the most success? They're also designed to help you understand what creates the success. There's a big difference, right? Understanding, the 10,000 foot view. What is my objective here? What's the rules of the game to make this work? And the 3rd component of those training events is helping you see other people have success with the idea. The 3rd component is by far more important than the other 2, because when you believe you can, you go ahead and do something about it. If you don't believe you can, it doesn't make any difference. It's once again, it's like if you believe you can ride a bike, you just go get on it and ride the thing. But if you sit there and watch a bunch of videos and everything else on how to ride that bike and you never go try, pretty soon you don't ever know whether you can or not because you never got on it. Well, what's happening at our training events is you start meeting and seeing other people that are having success. And you'll see people that are 19 years old that are killing this thing, and you'll see people that are 80 years old that are killing this thing, that are making it happen in a big way. You'll see people that are professionals, doctors and attorneys having massive success, and you'll see people that, are just your general blue-collar worker that's, just doing what they can do, to have success in life. And those people are stepped up and they're making it happen. So you're going to get to see all that across the board. Somewhere in the middle, you're going to fall and you're going to say, look at those people that are doing this. I bet I can too. And so the training events, those right there are going to be one of the most important things you could possibly do. We're going to do these things here. The people that I see say, I don't need to go to those training events. Their chance of success over here becomes very, very, very small. In fact, I can't even recall anybody that's ever made it to our marketing director level in our company that never went to a training. I don't even know of a director that's got there. Now, there could be, but very, very unlikely, just because they're just kind of like in a dark room and they're trying to guess on how to make this work. You don't want to be the one that guesses, and more importantly, if you have other people go to these, that creates duplication for you. If you ever could have success where nobody went to the training, then you have to know everything. That right there is another job, and that's not what I don't think you're after here. What I would simply tell you is go find the training events, get other people to the training events. What takes place is they figure out what to do, and it makes your team take off and grow for you. So hope this helps you. These are the 5 things that I watch over and over and over that people don't take serious, and they don't do those things. They don't use the product, all right? They go try to explain it instead of just show it, all right? They're trying to sell it, use the invitation, all right, so that people can see it. They're waiting to start until everything's right. All right, no, just go start. And then the fourth thing is to just do it. Once you start finding, if you find enough, and the fifth one is to just plug into all the training events. And the other thing I'd include in that would also be access every audio you can get a hold of that can teach you while you're running up and down the road. And so with that, I hope that's helpful information to you. We'll see you on the next video.